Hi, thank you for watching Digging to China. I'm Dongsheng. If you have not done so already, you can pause and subscribe to my channel. Thanks in advance. Shanghai boasted one of the world's most robust delivery services. With a few taps on a smartphone, consumers could find groceries and food delivered to their door in 30 minutes or an hour. But during the lockdown, the network has collapsed. With Shanghai's 25 million people all rushing to complete individual orders for food delivery to their doorsteps, the food delivery tech platforms were quickly overwhelmed by surging demand for fresh groceries. Residents have grown accustomed to waking up at 5 a.m. to launch grocery delivery apps, repeatedly pressing refresh to get a delivery slot, often to no avail. Some residents turn to creative workarounds, including the development of algorithms that can allow users to skip digital queues. Others simply gave up on the tech platform's services. Government rations have been irregular and insufficient. Many households have run low on food and other essential supplies like diapers. Local authorities have enlisted private e-commerce companies for help. On Sunday, April 10, JD.com, one of China's biggest e-commerce platform operators, vowed to strengthen its delivery capacity to distribute enough essential food items to all households in Shanghai to last them a month. Over Sunday and Monday, Shanghai residents ordered 20 million items on JD.com, 4 times bigger than what the company could process in normal times, said a Shanghai-based procurement manager at JD.com. On Monday, JD.com was only able to process 1% of the items, the person said. Only 500 of the company's around 5,000 delivery workers were able to work. Local residents are learning to adapt this new lifestyle fast. Neighbors in residential compounds have organized themselves to buy groceries as a group. Some have resorted to exchanging fruits for veggies or toilet paper rolls for milk with their neighbors. The strategy of group buy predates pandemic. In the last 2 decades, with the rise of China's tech industry, major platforms have experimented with the group purchasing services, including Meituan and Pinduoduo. But the group buying phenomenon witnessed in Shanghai during recent weeks has nothing to do with these tech platforms. Because these major platforms do not have enough delivery and logistic personnel to complete specific grocery orders for 25 million people, residents have turned to informal community group buying. This strategy requires neighbors to form groups on WeChat. Certain individuals are designated as the group leaders who are responsible for placing orders, collecting funds, coordinating logistics, and distributing goods once they arrive. The WeChat groups are often defined by the type of products they focus on. A group for milk and eggs, one for the rice, and even some for more specialty items like chocolate. According to Wall Street Journal report last Saturday, Kai Wang is a 24-year-old young lawyer and a relative newcomer to Shanghai. He approached neighbors he had never talked to in front of their building. He asked to be added onto neighborhood chat groups on social media app WeChat, where many had been crowdsourcing food. Mr. Wang accessed 4 chat groups, each of them with more than 100 members, maintained separate functions. One focused on purchasing bread, yogurt, and ice cream, another on procuring meat. A few volunteers were responsible for funding supplies from local farmers and vendors, as well as taking orders. One anonymous Shanghai resident said, "Once you get something that's harder to find, you can try trading with your neighbors. We offered some Coca-Cola in our building WeChat group and got some eggplants in return." Lockdown in Shanghai is indiscriminating. Everyone has been affected by the supply chain difficulties. Kathy Xu is a prominent investor who is often referred to as China's venture capital queen. She has even been spotted on WeChat asking to be added to a group where she could buy bread for her family during the lockdown. Ying Cheng-to, a 29-year-old Shanghai resident who works in advertising, worked out a deal for his cat to visit a neighbor who lives alone for 30 minutes in return for 3 oranges. The compound where they live allows some movement, and he said he was happy his cat could bring comfort to his neighbor. Vera Chen, 26-year-old, has been calling around for bottled water suppliers on behalf of 50 neighbors. She made a spreadsheet of orders and succeeded in procuring 50 boxes of 4 5-liter water bottles each. It was almost like a second job, she said. Emily Chang, who heads the China business of McCain World Group, said she and her team had arranged for 350 colleagues across Shanghai to receive a care package last Thursday that included vegetables, bread, and bacon. She jumped into action after learning some of her colleagues had gone a day without any food, a situation she said made her cry. One Canadian in Shanghai described the food situation as being akin to Lord of Flies. We organize ourselves, choose a leader, and then figure it all out, he said. These group buy strategies offer a crucial lifeline for Shanghai residents, so crucial that the rumors circulated earlier last week that the city's government would be restricting group purchases. Social media users panicked. As a matter of fact, because community group buy has served a vital function for feeding people in Shanghai, authorities are not likely to meddle too much with it in the near future. However, the Shanghai Administration for Market Regulation did announce that they would work to strengthen supervision, including with certain reminders, policy guidance, and administrative penalties. For the time being, though, community group buying has been the most dependable option. As one Shanghai resident said, "I don't know what we would have done without it." As miserable as life is in lockdown, group buying and bartering has fostered a sense of community, said Mr. Wang, the young lawyer. Many in our building, if they have extra food or supplies at home, did generously share with neighbors, prioritizing the elderly, he said. It's really touching. I admire the resilience of Shanghai people, and I salute all those volunteers and group buy leaders for taking care of their neighbors who need assistance. I thank delivery workers who are working day and night. They are the unsung heroes, albeit accident heroes, but they are heroes for sure. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly. Until then, be well.